it doesn't, that's okay too. Okay. What chaos? I know you can't see it, so I was adjusting the screen on the TikTok. Okay, so you can just start by laying down or sitting, depending on what feels most appropriate for you. Allowing the eyes to close. Just taking a moment of silence and stillness. And maybe starting to become a little bit more aware of the body. Starting to sense the weight of the body on the ground. Starting to feel the contact of the body on the surface beneath you broaden. Feeling the abdomen just soften a little bit. Sensing the space around the jaw. And the shoulders. Just starting to notice the in and out of the breath. You might sense that in the rising, falling of the belly, or even possibly as the air enters through the nostrils. And check to see where your attention is being directed right now. There's no struggling. Simply just sitting. Just letting that drop away. You go to inhale, bringing the arms up to the sky. Palms meet down the center line. I'm going to do that 2 more times. So inhaling, following the breath, arms come up. Down the center line, feeling the spine. And last time, inhaling. And palms down the center. Palms meet at the heart. Couple moments here. Maybe just sensing what's going on for you right now. What is it that you deeply desire? And is it possible to sense the beating of the heart as your hands rest on the chest? Do 3 times with the Om mantra, exhaling and inhaling. Bowing forward. Releasing the neck. Just stay here as long as you wish. Feeling the connection of the pelvis to the ground. Maybe wiggling the neck and the head a little bit. And if it feels appropriate, nice deep breath in. Through the mouth, exhale. So you're going to breathe in through the nose. Hold. Come sit up. And release the breath. Nice. So if you need to stretch your legs, move around a little bit, by all means, please feel welcome. I'm just going to move into a gentle twist. Okay, so maybe even want to swap the legs. Or stretch them out in front of you, whatever works for you. As always, if anything feels not right, just feel free to modify or do something that feels sweet for you. Otherwise, we will inhale the arms up. Whichever side, we're going to exhale one hand to one knee. The opposite hand just comes behind you. So visualizing the spine straight, spiraling. And if it feels nice, you can just look behind you slowly, knowing that you can also extend the gaze to stretch the eye muscles a little bit. Breathing in through the belly. If any of this feels a little bit uncomfortable and you need to sort of ease off, it's absolutely okay. And just final breath. Inhale the palms up to the center. You're going to interlace the fingers, rotating up towards the sky, pushing up, breathe out. So on the same side that you put your hand on the knee, we're just going to place the opposite hand on the ground. Doesn't matter if you're on opposite sides. So palm on the ground, and inhale the opposite palm up. And exhale. Might feel nice to look up a little bit, just take care of the shoulder. Inhaling up, resting the palm face up on the knee. You can also let the other palm face up on the knee. And just sit for a moment, noticing any sensations in the body. If you're feeling like you'd like to change your legs, or put a pillow under your seat, by all means. Okay. As you're ready, inhaling up, palms up. We're going to twist to the opposite side that we were. So opposite arm to opposite knee, other arm goes behind you. And slowly follow the twist, feeling it from the base of the spine up through the chest and the neck and the head. Maybe even sensing that the eyes can go a little further. And checking the breath. The breath being a good indicator of how things are going. Sense the length of the spine. We're going to inhale the palms up. Interlock the fingers. Push up, exhale. And we're going to place one palm on the ground. So it should be the palm that you put to the back of the room, but try to see if it's the opposite side that you were just on. And then the other palm reaching over. Just doing our best to breathe in here. Maybe looking up towards the armpit. And as you feel ready, inhaling back up. Resting the palm face up on the knee. Allowing the other one to rest gently on the knee if that feels nice. And just feeling into those sensations. Okay. Feel free, you got to do some wriggles, some shoulders maybe. Just sensing into that movement of the rib cage and the shoulders. We can even bring the palms up and out. Just to get to the T, bring the palms forward, facing the front, and bring them to the center. Little gunshot, inhaling up and out. Palms facing forward and exhaling to the front. Little gunshot. Inhaling, it's an interesting name for it, gunshot. And then exhaling, make a T and come to the front. So if you need to move out of this, but I'm just going to come up and come down. I'm actually going to adjust my legs as well into a kneeling position. So I'm sort of feeling into this shape that we've begun creating. Inhale up, exhale down to the center. Inhale up, exhale down, and we'll just wrap that up. Bring the palms to the center. Just a moment of stillness. Okay, if you want to shake the hands out a little bit, you can even bring the legs out depending on what they're doing. Mine have gone a little bit numb, which is always a fun time. And you just sort of shake the legs out. I like to really kind of get quite aggressive with this. And I'm going to invite you to give your legs a bit of a massage, so you can just sort of work your way down. There's no right or wrong here. You just sort of feel into the legs, into the feet, give them a bit of a squeeze, and then work your way back up. And you might even go on the back of the legs, or like the calves and the hamstrings are. You may work your way up to the hips. That feels nice. And so just following this a little bit more. So sensing into how it feels. You might even do like a rub, you know, like sort of stroking the legs. You might do tapping. Okay, so just a couple moments here, you feel into what is right for you. I'm particularly liking the sort of the more of the stroking kind of sensation. Starting to sync that up with the breath. You might have a different cycle, but as I come up the legs, I'm inhaling. As I go down the legs, I'm exhaling. So this is a bit of a different kind of sensation-y experience. Sensation-y. But I think it's nice to sort of get the touch going, get the feel going, feeling the breath. Now I've just made this breath cycle opposite. So I'm breathing in as I'm swiping down. Breathing out as I'm coming up. And that just feels nice for me. Okay, I'm going to give the feet a nice squeeze. Feel free to just do anything that feels good for you. I get very tight in the quads, so I like to give them a little bit of a, get my thumbs in there. Okay, so I'm going to invite you to bring the feet together, and you're going to flex the feet, bring the toes towards you, and you don't have to be completely upright here, like sort of staff pose, but you can sort of just be a little bit further back. Ideally the fingers are facing the front. You're puffing the chest, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. So feel free to remove socks if that feels good. And we're going to go onto all fours. I'm realizing that half an hour is not a lot of time in the grand scheme of things. Yes, we're on all fours, planting my hands beautifully as best as possible underneath my shoulders, giving a bit of strength to the mound of the index finger, and just a couple dipping the belly, inhaling in, tucking in the belly, exhaling, and a cat. Inhaling. So that movement, exhaling, instigating, beginning from the pelvis, from the belly. Just see what feels good for you. And last one, exhaling. Coming back to neutral. Maybe you just want to sway side to side a little bit. Maybe it feels nice to come down to the forearms. You can improvise here. You can go into sort of like a Sphinx kind of shape. And my shoulders are quite tight, so I'm circling a little bit. And now I'm broadening that out. I've tucked my toes under. And I'm sensing into this sort of snake-like rotating feeling. I'm going to slowly go onto the other side, feeling the touch of the mat, sensing the breath, and not doing anything that just doesn't feel quite right. Of course, at any point, if you feel like going to more of a child's pose and just resting or just sitting, that's fine too. Okay, coming back to the center, bring the palms under the shoulders, tucking the toes under, and we're going to come back into downward dog, inhaling. And exhaling, floating the hips up. Feel free to bend the knees a little bit. Come up on the toes. And so, this might be the first downward dog for you, I don't know. But just check it out. Feel into it a little bit. Just play around here. Maybe playing with some stillness. If you feel familiar with the lion's breath, it's just the inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth with the tongue out. Big face, big eyes, tongue out. Make a sound. So inhaling through the nose. Lion's breath, tongue out. Floating forward into blank. Allowing the breath to come in, exhaling, chaturanga, halfway off the mat, off the ground, inhaling, up, untuck the toes, and let's bring the hips back into a child's pose. So just resting here in child's pose. So we're just going to go for a little bit longer. If anyone needs to leave, by all means. I'm going to inhale, palms up, coming onto the knees, palms meet at the center, left leg comes forward, and bring the arms down into low lunge. So just being here with the breath, feeling the legs nice and clearly. Tuck the toes under at the back, straighten the front leg, and just stretching the front leg. Doing your best to keep a straight spine, so feel free to come up or have blocks with you. I need blocks, but I have not prepared those. Bring the foot forward. If it feels nice, come back up into downward dog. Forward into plank. Down halfway off the ground. Inhaling up. Exhaling back to child's pose. Inhaling, palms up. Left leg forward. And palms down. Feeling clearly through both feet, both legs. And tucking the back toes under, straighten the front leg. And just feel free to come up or whatever you feel to kind of allow yourself nice extension in the hamstrings. And floating forward. So you can come back to downward dog if that feels right. One lion's breath here, inhaling in. Tongue out, exhale. Floating forward to plank. Halfway off the ground. Floating up. And exhaling back to child's pose. Okay. Just feeling the heart beating. Slowly coming up. If that feels right for you. And I'm going to come into laying down. So we'll do a small shavasana. So feel free to put on anything warm or whatever you need to do to prepare yourself for laying down. And before we do that, just roll back. Bring the knees to the chest. Maybe roll, massage the lower back. Maybe go the other way. I'm going to plant the feet about mat distance apart. I'm going to inhale so the arms are in a T shape. Inhale and floating your knees to one side. Exhaling so the knees will head towards the floor on one side that you choose. The head will look to the opposite side. So it's just a gentle twist. And as you're ready, inhaling the knees and the head back to center. And exhaling the knees to the opposite side. Head floats in the opposite direction. Feeling the body completely soften here. Inhale the knees and the head back to center. If you need to do anything else to kind of help you release anything in the lower back, by all means. Now I'll move into laying down. If stretching your leg is feeling a little bit too much, You can always gently allow the knees to rest on each other. So the feet are quite broad and the knees actually just sort of lean on each other, and that can help release any tension in the lower back. Otherwise, if you're feeling like you want to stretch the legs, by all means. And the arms can just be wherever they need. Maybe they want to go closer to the body. And so we just lay here, sensing the head, relaxing the head, sensing into the neck, relaxing the neck, sensing into the shoulders, and relaxing the shoulders, sensing into the upper arms, relaxing the upper arms, sensing into both elbows, relaxing both elbows, sensing into the lower arms, relaxing the lower arms, sensing into the wrists, relaxing the wrists, sensing into the thumbs, relaxing the thumbs, the index fingers, relaxing the index fingers, the middle fingers, relaxing, fourth fingers, relaxing, pinkies, relaxing, the palms, center the palms, the fingers, relaxing, sensing into the outer palms, back of the hand, back of the fingers, backs of the arms, touching the surface beneath you, and the shoulders, the neck, the head, just relaxing, feeling that downward flow down the spine. And sensing into the chest and the rib cage, just letting that relax. Feeling into the abdomen, the organs, allowing them to relax. Both hips relaxed. Upper legs, quads, hamstrings, relaxed. The knees, relaxed. Lower legs, relaxed. And the ankles, the feet, relaxed. Soles of the feet, relaxed. Big toes, relaxed. Second toe, relaxed. Third toe, relaxed. Fourth toe, Releasing from the top of the head, down the back, both sides of the spine, down the neck, down the whole back, pelvis, down the backs of the legs, the heel, the ankle, the sides of the feet, that whole channel from the center of the eyes. Just running down. The whole body is soft. The whole body is peaceful. And starting to feel and fill into the feet. To feel and fill into the ankles. And feeling and filling into the lower legs, calves, shins. Into the knees, feeling and filling. Occupying the space into the upper legs. Feeling into the upper legs. Into the pelvis and the genitals. The lower abdomen. Filling and feeling into this area, up through the waist, sides of the body, filling and feeling into this area, the whole abdomen, upper and lower, the diaphragm, the rib cage, feeling into this region, the heart, the lungs, shoulders, feeling into this space. Upper arms, elbows, lower arms, wrists, the hands, feeling the fingers, the vibrations, sensations. Tracing that back up through the arms, into the throat, the neck, back of the head, the scalp, sides of the head, the ears, the forehead, the scalp, every single molecule of hair. Bridge of the nose, eyes, eyelids, eyeballs, behind the eyes. Feeling into the temples, the ears, the insides of the ears, in the head. The tongue, the lower jaw, the bottom teeth, the gums. Top jaw, top teeth, gums, roof of the mouth, feeling into the entire mouth, space inside the cheeks, cheekbones, the cheeks, the chin, the space between the top lips and the nose, the tip of the nose, left nostril, right nostril. Full body from head to toe, full of life, energy, vibration, vibrancy. As you inhale, sense all the energy in the body growing large, expanding. As you exhale, sense it just relaxing and softening. Inhale, expanding. Exhale and softening. As you feel ready, start to introduce a bit of movement into the body. Whatever feels completely right for your body. You start to move the arms and the legs. You start to roll to one side. And you push yourself up. Coming to a seated position. As our practice comes to a close, sitting comfortably. Feeling the breath entering through the nostrils. Just do some light breathing exercises. So do alternate nostril breathing. So we inhale through the left, hold, change the nostrils, and exhale through the right. So ideally we do this whilst blocking one nostril. So you can block the right nostril, breathing out, block the right nostril, inhaling through the left, hold. As you're ready to exhale, block the left nostril with your finger, exhale through the right nostril. Inhaling through the right nostril. When you're ready to exhale, swap the nostrils, exhale through the left. So just do this for a couple of minutes, inhaling through the left. Pausing at the top of the breath and blocking the left and exhaling. So of course, if any of this isn't right for you, you can just drop the hands or change the pace. Inhaling through the right, or simply just breathe with both nostrils, swapping and left. So I'll just drop away the guidance a little bit. Inhaling through the left. Exhaling through the right. So one more on either side, and you should be finishing by exhaling through the left nostril. And then just releasing the practice as you're ready. Resting the arms on the knees, face up or face down. Sitting and feeling into the effects. Just seeing what you can notice. Just letting that drop away. Inhaling, bring the arms up. Exhaling down the center. We will close with 3 Oms. Exhaling and inhaling. Thank you. That takes us to the end of this practice. And thank you for coming to watch, being involved, and yeah.